Hi, and welcome back to the Mr. Brad Worden Show. And it's been a few days now, and I think the ideas for voting have stopped coming in pretty much. So I've compiled a list of 13 things, dreaded 13 things that are going to be voted for when I hit my 600 subscriber. And it's gone up a few. It's getting I think it's like 22 or 23 away yet, so that could still take a few weeks or even a month or two, depending on how fast it rises. It's hard to tell. It's always up to the fans and how fast that number goes up. And I have the list here, and I will post it down in comments below too, so you can see in case you don't hear or you have to look at the choices too. But I will read through what the choices are, and they will all be torture for me. Some of them are just straight gross, some of them are just straight hot, and some of them are a little bit of a combination between hot and gross. Now, one thing I have to point out before I go on is some people gave more than one ideas. Some of my fans and subscribers put in multiple ideas, so I had to talk to them and just get their top idea, just so there's not too many choices. And when you take your vote on these choices, only vote for your top one too. And then I will tabulate the list, and we'll see which one gets the most within a few days, and that's what we'll go with when I hit 600. So that's how it'll work. Here's the list of the dreaded 13 things that one of them I will possibly be doing. Number one idea, a wasabi ball rolled in dark chocolate powder. Now that is kind of gross and hot a little bit in its own right. Okay, number two was another gauntlet type thing. It's 6 spoonfuls. 1 spoonful of lemon essence, 1 spoonful cinnamon oil, 1 spoonful of superhot tincture, 1 spoonful of peppermint oil, 1 spoonful of wasabi, 1 spoonful of salmiak powder. And then each one of those, I'd have to wait a minute between each one. Okay, number 3 is the HE double hockey stick puff challenge, followed either on the last one or separately by a robbie of tincture. Okay, number 4 was either Satan's blood hot sauce, even though we don't support that entity, that's just what it's called, or Mad Dog Plutonium 9. Although Mad Dog Plutonium 9 will probably not be a possibility, considering the bottles are going for like $120 to $130, and unless I had support on that, I probably wouldn't be able to swing that one. So it probably would be Satan's Blood, even though we don't support that entity, hot sauce for choice 4. Number 5, tincture to both of my eyes, just straight torture. Number 6, 6 Carolina Reaper peppers. Number 7, a cherry tomato filled with HE double hockey stick hammer tincture, which would be both gross and extremely hot. Number 8, another crazy torture one, super hot pepper powder inside each one of my nostrils and my nose. Number 9, probably the grossest one to me, tomatoes covered in ketchup. Ugh. Number 10, a League of Fire Chug challenge. Number 11, which this one's been on the list a few times, the Umeboshi Plum. That kind of ranks one of the highest on that all-time gross thing, along with some of the ones that we've done, like Century Egg and Pastrami. Number 12 and 13 are just crazy combinations. 12, mustard, pickle juice, and ranch mixed as a chug. And 13, chocolate ice cream covered in ranch dressing. And those are super gross. So there's a combination here. I'll post them down below in the description. And then in the comments below, the comments is where you need to vote. You just put the one you'd want me to do when I hit 600. There's a good combination here of super hot things, super gross things, and some that are a combination between both hot and gross. But each one of them is going to be bad or gross or hot for me, one or the other, or a little bit of both. So again, check out the description for these or rewatch it to see what the 13 choices are. Pick your top choice and put it in the comments of this one, or I'll keep the voting open for about a half a week probably or so until people get through with what they want to pick. And then I'll have that top choice. I'll put out the top choice, and when I hit the 600, that is what I'll have to do. All right. Otherwise, I'm not doing anything too hot today. My stomach's been a little bit weird, so hopefully I'll be back to that soon too. So go ahead and vote for what you want to torture me with the most on this list of 13. And we will see you next time on the Mr. Brad Worden Show.